This video is on dreadlocks and on how to maintain them. There are 68 dreadlocks here, all of them about the same consistency, very nicely done. All done using just a crochet needle and a comb in the initial stages of doing it. When maintaining dreadlocks, there's going to be some hair that grows from the scalp to the knotted part of the dreadlock. What we'll have to do is we're going to go ahead and extend the knots down to as close to the scalp as possible. To do this, we're going to go ahead and grab the loose hairs that are around it, paying close attention not to grab the ones that are from other locks. Once you have the hairs that you want to put into the dreadlock, I'm going to go ahead and use my crochet needle. I'm going to go in and out of the dreadlock. So the needle goes almost straight inside the lock, it grabs some hairs and it pulls it out. But after a while you want to get into a motion of kind of rolling the needle and grabbing and pulling it out. Roll the needle, grab it, pull it out. And then sometimes you can just even stab it up and down as a sewing needle would to help get those loose hairs back in. And it'll just knot them up and continue doing the process like that. A little bit of twisting should be done, and pinch it also. Pinching it helps to know the density of the lock, and you want the lock to be the same consistency as the rest of it also. Go ahead and continue doing this a little bit. Now when I have some of the base of the hair already locked in here, I notice that it's not as thick as I would like it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in at a diagonal motion and actually pull the rest of the lock more into the scalp. And what this does is it actually thickens up the locks. So if the locks are done on a portion of hair that may not be as thick as the rest of the lock, like this one here. This is one of the ones that it's really beneficial to pull in the rest of the hair towards the base of it so that it actually makes it thicker at the base. So even though there's not much hair that's going into this lock, it still has a good thickness because I've pulled a lot of the other hairs from previous lockings into the base. It's good to wrap the hairs around the lock and then pull them back through. By wrapping the hairs around the lock, they're not as loose and as frayed. So it's much easier to pull the loose hairs back into the lock if they're first wrapped around the lock itself.